There might be a cat or two that wants to join yoga, so I hope you guys don't mind. This is Bear. But, alright. Hello everyone, I'm Kendall. Welcome to my home. Thanks for letting me come into your homes, and to Brandy for asking me to do this and be a part of this amazing Metta community. I'm looking forward to 45 minutes of breathing, pausing, and moving our body in whatever way feels best for you. So know that if I offer you something and it's not what your body needs, listen to your body and modify as you need. Alright, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get started. We're going to lay down in Shavasana with your head towards the top of your mat, toes towards the back. If it feels a little bit better on your low back, feel free to keep your knees bent. Just take some time to arrive. And allow both your mind and your body to arrive on your mat in this moment. If you're hearing my cat crunch on her snack, I apologize. But that's kind of how home practice goes. So treat anything that grabs your attention, whether it be your pets, your family, maybe sounds from your neighbors or the outside. See if you can meet whatever it is that comes up with loving attention. Take a few of your biggest breaths of the day so far. Might feel nice to hold your inhale at the top, really inflate the lungs to full capacity. Exhale to empty completely and feel your back body sink a little bit closer to the floor. As you breathe in, stretch your arms up over your head, point your toes and get long. And as you breathe out, feel your whole body soften down. And one more time, big breath in, stretch and reach opposite directions. And as you exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. I like to hold the back of my thighs and place my wrists in my knee pits, just to compress them and give them a little bit of love. If you prefer to reach around your shins, you can. If it feels better in your low back, let your knees come a little wider. And allow your thigh bones to find your natural hip crease. Maybe rock a little side to side. Alright, when you're ready, roll over to one side. You can support your head with your arm. And use your hands to press yourself up. We'll make our way to a wide-legged child's pose. Big toes touching. Open your knees as wide as what's comfortable. Hips sink back towards your heels and extend your arms forward. Grounding your forehead to the floor. Or maybe if you're using a prop today, you could ground there instead. as you inhale, feel your back body inflate. And as you exhale, soften down to the ground. If anybody can't hear me, might be a good time just to make a comment before we get moving too much. Activate your Ujjayi pranayama, adding a slight constriction to the back of your throat. Imagining that you're breathing in and out through a straw. So that your breath sounds like wind in the trees or a distant ocean wave. Ready, fingers spread wide, pull yourself up onto your knees, tuck your toes, breathe in, and as you breathe out, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You might like to take a big bend in your knees initially, pressing your sit bones higher, lengthening your low back. Maybe pedal out through the feet to get a bigger stretch in the back of your legs. Sway the hips side to side. Really dig in with your thumb and index finger. And without moving your hands, imagine that you're pulling your hands apart. Feeling your upper back broaden. Bring your chest back towards your thighs as you push more weight back into your heels. Now, as you breathe in, look forward. As you breathe out, step as much as you need to get to the top of your mat. Make this forward fold nice and passive. Knees are bent. You could allow the back of your hands to touch down to your mat. Maybe you want to hold opposite elbows. Feel free to sway and rock. Wake up the back body, spread your toes. For this first one, bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, look a little forward, shoulders up to your hips. Exhale, hinge and fold. Let's do it again, hands to thighs. Inhale, lengthen forward, shoulders pull back, look a little forward. Exhale, fold, head heavy. Last one, inhale, palms to thighs, push the thighs back as you lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Ground into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, look past your palms. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Tuck your chin slightly. And drop your head into your heart. And let go of any thinking. You can bring your arms by your sides, palms face forward. For the first pose, step your feet together, spreading your toes and draw your inner thighs back. Low ribs in, shoulders might pull up as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide them down your back. inhale, lengthen up from your hips, crescent moon. As you exhale today, interlace your fingers and press your palms to the sky. As you breathe in, stretch up high. And as you breathe out, tip up and over towards your right. Push your hips a little forward as you breathe in. Draw your low ribs down and in as you breathe out. And I like to make this a little dynamic, so with every inhale, come back up to center, and with every exhale, tip further. Breathe in, stretch back up to center. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, hands behind your head. Inhale, stretch up high. And as you exhale, side bend over towards your left. And feel that stretch from your right hip to right armpit. Make it dynamic with the breath. Inhaling to lengthen up to center. Exhale, keep the length in your sides as you tip further. As you breathe in, come back to center. As you breathe out, release the hands, turn your palms forward. Palm tree. Inhale, start to lift your heels off of the mat. Exhale, press down with the bones of your toes. Squeeze your inner ankles, your inner thighs. See if you can push the front of your feet more forward. Eyes steady to one spot. Long, calm breath. Engage the arms, reach through your fingertips just a little more here at the end. And after this exhale, lower the heels, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the nose. Let it go. Might feel better to you to take a little space between your feet for this next pose. We're coming to chair, but a little different. Bend at your knees. Reach your fingertips to the outsides of your feet. Keep your hips low as you sweep your arms up with the breath in. As you breathe out, lengthen your tailbone forward and up towards your navel. Lengthening out the low back. Arms come as high as what's comfortable for your shoulders. Press down and in with your heels to feel your inner thighs fire. One last deep breath. Hands to the center of your chest. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, twist towards your right. I prefer to stack my left elbow in between my knees. You might prefer to go to outer thigh or forearm across your thigh. Right hand to your low back. Sit your hips behind your heels. And with every inhale, pull your top shoulder back. With every exhale, draw your left ribs under more. Maybe at the end, you can straighten that bottom arm for a little more leverage in your twist. Inhale, come back through center. Stand up and reach up. As you exhale, bend the knees, reach your fingertips down, outsides of your feet. Get low to your chair, breathe in. As you breathe out, hands to heart. Slight tuck of the tail. Inhale, crown comes forward. Exhale, twist to your left, your variation. Elbow between the knees, outer thigh, or left hand low back forearm to thighs. know for me the tendency is to tuck my chin in so my neck is not as long as maybe it could be. So try to lean your head back slightly as you pull your left shoulder back more. Stay strong, 2 more breaths. Maybe extend the bottom arm if you haven't. Third inhale, come back to center, stand up, reach up. Whew. Exhale, down to mountain. Plant your hands at the top of your glutes, squeezing your elbows in tight. Spread out through your toes. Feet together or hip width, your preference. Inhale, lengthen up through your sternum, the center of your chest. Exhale, lift up through your eyes. Inhale, keep the length on both sides of your neck. Maybe with every exhale, you walk your gaze back just a little further. Tone your glutes and keep squeezing your elbows together behind you. Inhale, slow, come back to center. Exhale, release, mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Now, as you breathe in, sweep your arms up, look up. As you breathe out, push your hips back, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your legs or your mat, look forward, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to high plank. Feel free to shift forward and back, feeling your whole body engage. Navel draws in towards your back and push the floor away, rounding your upper back slightly. Look forward as you breathe in. As you breathe out, lower to your knees, then your chest and your chin to your mat. Walk one leg back, then the other. Point your toes, press in with the tops of your feet. Firm your thighs and tuck your tailbone forward. Draw the heels of your hands back towards your toes. Inhale, lift the back of your skull. Exhale, lower. 2 more, baby cobras. Inhale, come up. Elbows pull together. Exhale to lower. Inhale, back of your head leads the way. Exhale, come down. Press back through your toes or your knees. Plank. Downward facing dog. Staying for a few deep breaths there. And those flows are meant to really warm your spine and keep that inner fire going. But you can always skip them with a down dog if that feels better. I'm sorry to any of you on Facebook. I don't know if it's my internet connection, but it looks like the live video dropped out. Oh geez, sorry Brandy. I'll keep playing with it, but from your down dog, as you breathe in, lift your right leg up to your hip height. As you breathe out, round your knee into your nose, high plank. Look forward, set your right foot by your right thumb, and for today, lower your back knee. Bring your right hand to your right hip, and use your thumb to press your right hip crease back. Now imagine your left wrist has a string that's attached to your left thigh. As you breathe in, reach your left arm forward and up. Pull your left thigh forward. Keep that action of left thigh forward as you pull your right heel back. Tuck your left toes, breathe in. Charge your back leg, lift high as you breathe out. Level the hips, pulling that outer right hip back. Sweep your left arm up, Crescent Lunge. And for today, you could try crossing at your wrists so your thumbs come forward and squeeze your head with your arms. Tailbone forward and up. Option to backward bend if that feels good in your body. Last breath. Breathe in, come back through center. As you breathe out, cross your arms in front of your chest, stamp your left heel down, warrior two, Virabhi. Wide stride through your feet. Stretch your arms out shoulder height. Sink your hips down a little or a lot. You could look out to the side or forward over your right fingers. Glue the pinky side edge of your left foot down. Spiral your right thigh more to the right. Energetically draw your heels in towards one another. And feel your arms get longer with every round of breath. All right, as you inhale, straighten your right leg, arms up, look up. As you exhale, bend your front knee, warrior two. Inhale, ride the wave of breath, lift up, legs straight. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms come up, legs straight. Exhale, plant your hands on your hips. Lift your toes, feel your arch activate. Pressing down through the mounds of your toes and back through your heel. Level your ankle. Your leg is straight without hyperextension. This right hand, you should feel your right hip crease suck in and up. Lead with your lungs. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring just the right arm down initially. Keep the inner rim of your foot glued to your mat as you spiral your right knee more towards your pinky edge. Left hand's here for feedback. Roll your left hip open to the ceiling. You could stay there. You could stretch your left arm up. Or I like to bring my left arm by my ear to really feel that length in my side body. And get stronger to your feet. Lean your torso and the back of your head back slightly. Okay, look down, bend your right knee, inhale, pulls you up, Virabhi. Stay as you exhale. Cartwheel your hands down, frame out your front foot, lift your back heel. Step back to your plank. As you inhale, come forward through your crown. As you exhale, push the floor away from your toes or your knees. Come all the way to your mat. Walk your left foot back, then your right. Pull your pubic bone down and up. Pull the heels of your hands back. You can stay with baby cobra or use your back body to pull your chest through your arms, upward dog. Thighs lift. Heels pull in if they're falling out. Exhale, chin to chest. Ripple your body back. Downward facing dog. And take what you need and fill your pose with breath. Oh good, we can post it later. Sorry, Brandy. Lethbridge internet connection, who knew? I'll keep trying just in case. Arms are straight without hyperextension. Here we go, left side. Inhale, stretch your left leg up hip height. Exhale, pull your knee forward to your nose. Cat back. Step your left foot down. Right knee lowers soft. Left hand to your left hip. Use your thumb to guide your left hip back. And find that imaginary string on your right wrist. As you lift up, you pull your right thigh forward. Adjust your hips if you need. Left toes are spread without clenching. Right toes tuck under. Energy out through the back of your right knee as you lift up. Nothing wrong with keeping a bend in your right knee to feel that activation of your psoas. Left arm can sweep up, palms face in, or cross at your wrist, palms press. Two more breaths. If you were in the back bend, inhale, bring yourself back to center. As you exhale, cross the arms forward in your chest. Wide stance as you stamp your right heel down. Warrior two. Sink your left thigh. Draw your right thigh back towards your hamstring. And reach back just as much as you reach forward. And find that steady breath. And keep the strength in through your feet. And see if you can allow these waves of breath to wash just a little more softness over your shoulders and your face. Sometimes I'll even bend my elbows and reach out through my fingertips. Re-engaging. All right, here we go. Left leg straight, arms up, look up, breathe in. Breathe out, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, look up, feet strong. Exhale, sink. Inhale, come up, keep the left leg straight. Exhale, hands to your hips. And check in with that left foot, toes spread. Keep your arch active. And if you've had ankle injuries, check if your ankle is aligned and balanced. From there, left thigh sucks up towards your hip. Inhale, lead with your lungs. Exhale, stretch your left arm down. I go to the middle of my shin so I can feel that slight external rotation of my left leg, still stamping the inner rim down. Right hand can stay or find your variation. And take up space with every breath in. Hug in towards your center with every breath out. Look down. Inhale, pulls you up, warrior two. Stay as you exhale. Windmill your hands down, frame your front foot. Right heel will lift. Step back to plank, breathe in. From the toes or the knees, try to come halfway down on the breath out. And as soon as your back body collapses into your front body, pause. Push your chest forward, tops of your feet on your mat, up dog or your cobra. Exhale, use your core to hinge your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And if you're practicing with somebody, look underneath your armpits and let them know they're doing great. And if you're not with somebody, send out that positive feedback to the screen. All right, next inhale, look forward between your palms, heels lift. After you're empty, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet hip width distance, about 2 fists. Use your peace fingers like hooks to scoop up your big toes, your palms face in. Inhale, lengthen your front torso. Exhale, hinge by pulling your chest down towards your legs. Your hip flexors are active to lessen the space between your belly and thighs. Let your head hang heavy like a bowling ball. You can nod it yes or shake it no. Widen out the upper back as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, maybe tip a little bit further. Last breath. Stay in your forward fold. Interlace your fingers behind you, knuckles face out. From here, pull your shoulder blades away from you first. Your chest should get prouder. Take a deep breath in. Now, as you breathe out, keep your left leg straight, bend your right knee, twist a little to your left. Arms go to your right. Inhale, lengthen through your crown. Exhale, stay. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bend your left knee, right leg straight, twist right. Inhale, lengthen, sit bones away from your chest. Exhale, stay. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana. If you're not really digging this hand variation, you could try hands back to heart center. See if you can tuck your tailbone forward and up, and maybe your thumbs can tell you that you've lengthened out your low back. Heart lifts up as you pull your low ribs in. Now feel your weight shift over to your right foot. Slow and steady. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Lift your left knee to 90. Exhale, stabilize. Proud chest. Breathe in, find length through your crown. As you breathe out, kick back, toppling tree. Keep your back body strong. Cobra spine. You could keep your hands as they are. Option to stretch them out. Or keep your hands on your hips. And lift your right hip up, left hip down. One last breath. And from here, come back to where you were, 90 degrees at the left knee, chest proud. Reach your arms open to cactus. As you inhale, left leg opens to your left. As you exhale, sweep your left leg over to your right. Bend your right knee, squeeze your inner thighs. Left arm sweeps under the right for eagle. Tightest grip you can get. And lean your weight back slightly. Keep pressing your left leg down, your right leg up. Last breath. Inhale, unravel everything. Stretch up, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, bend at your knees, chair pose. Slight tuck of your tail. Hands behind you, interlace. And already, can you start to pull your wrists apart? Keep your low ribs in. Feel your weight shift into your left foot. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, lift your right knee up. Exhale, stabilize. Inhale, find length. Exhale, kick back with control, keeping your chest above your back leg the whole time. Ground down with your left big toe. Lift out of your left hip more. Spiral that right pinky side of your right foot down. And slow, controlled movements. Come back up to center. Right knee to 90. Arms to cactus. Inhale, open your right leg to the right. Exhale, cross your body. Bend your left knee. Sit low to your hips. Option to wrap your right foot around your calf. Right arm sweeps under. Tightest grip at palms, thumbs, or shoulders. Get tall through your crown. Lengthen your tailbone to your heels. Release. Inhale, stretch all the way up, extended mountain. And as you exhale, open your left arm to the left for dancer's pose. Draw your left heel in towards your glute first before you scoop your foot up from your big toe side, if that's available, or on the outside today. Pull your knees towards one another. Square your chest to center. As you inhale, stretch out of your right side waist. As you exhale, stay or start to kick back. And don't stop kicking. Create space between the back of your heart and your left heel. And go to your maximum. No worries if you fall. Kick all the way out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. Left arm up. Right arm out. Heel towards your bum initially. Scoop up your foot from the inside if possible. Level your hips. Pull up from your midline. Inhale, stretch your left fingertips high. Exhale to initiate the kick. Kick as much as you can to feel the stretch through your right thigh. And as you kick, you open your right shoulder. And keep your eyes still and your breath calm. Maximal effort, last breath. And as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale down to mountain. Big breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, look past your palms. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Head heavy. Breathe in, lengthen your chest, look forward. Breathe out, step it back to your plank. And push the floor away, strong core, inhale. Exhale, try to come down for 3, 2, from the toes or the knees, 1. Lengthen one leg back, then the other. Stretch both arms back, palms face your thighs, or interlace your fingers for full locust. Firm up your legs, kneecaps rise. Inhale, start with your chest, lift up. Exhale, hover your legs. And go as long as you can in both directions. 2 more breaths. Move your hands away from the low back, knuckles towards your heels, maybe lifting up a little higher at the end. Slowly come down, chin first. Release your hands. Left ear to your mat, look right. Let your breath massage your spine. You're welcome to stay with full locust or follow me for a variation of the bow pose, Dhanurasana. Chin forward, bend your knees. For today, keep your feet flexed, toes towards your shins. Reach and hold at the ankles, thumbs beside your index finger. Inhale to start for this one. Exhale, kick back, lift your chest. Look forward. Don't stop kicking. If your low back doesn't feel so great today, keep your knees grounded. If you'd like to take it further, try lifting your thighs, kick back stronger. Again, soften at your face, your temples, your jaw, but keep the strength in your legs. Option to even keep the same bow shape, but release your feet here at the end. Woo, feeling that. Chin down, legs down, look towards your left. And if your low back bothers you here, big toes touch, let your heels flap open. Alright, chin to center, hands underneath your chest. Press yourself up to a seated position. And let's do one more backward bend. Camel pose, Ujjrasana. Stand up on your knees, keeping your knees hip width distance. Option to tuck your toes under. Hands to the top of your glutes, squeeze your elbows. Stay strong through your inner thighs. Lift up through your heart, breathe in. Breathe out, lift up through your eyes. Now you can stay right here today, or maybe you slide your hands down your hamstrings, or reach back through your heels. But keep pushing your hips forward to open your heart. Breath gets shorter and shallower in a backward bend, that's okay. Just try not to hold it. Capital letter D, go to your fullest. Chin to chest, hands to your low back, one at a time, rise slow. Lower your hips to your heels. Lion's pose as a counter. Hands to your knees, tuck your chin in, round your upper back. And reach your hands forward, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, pull your knee towards your outer right wrist. Lay your shin down, your left knee down for pigeon. Walking it back if you feel you have this space. Now I'm going to keep my back toes tucked under. You might want to just try it today. See how you can leverage your left hip forward and your right hip back, but keeping those left toes tucked under. Inhale, lengthen up from your pubic bone, look up. Exhale, lead with your chest, sleeping pigeon. Forehead grounds to the floor, or maybe the back of your hands, or stack fists. Left toes tucked under will also just soften any tension in your left knee. But if it is too much for your knees, you can always shift to deer pose. And slow your exhales down with these last 3 to 5 breaths. As you breathe in, rise back up, straight arms. As you breathe out, shift down to your right glute so you can swing your left leg forward out to a 45-degree angle. And slide the sole of your right foot up your inner left thigh, Janusirsasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. For low back pain, as you exhale, fold straight out of your hips or slight turn towards your left. You could take a hold of your foot or your calf, or you might try pressing in with the palms of your hands to the floor to push your heart forward to your toes. And hear yourself breathe. And let's add a little twist from here. Walk your left arm inside your left leg. Open your right chest up with your breath in. Reach your right arm up and over to your left as you breathe out. If it feels better, bring your hand to the back of your head or to your low back. Kick your left heel away from your left hip and create more space between your left heel and the front of your right shoulder. Deep breath in, full breath out. Release your pose, come back to center. Now you could swing the legs back for down dog, or just swing the right leg back, entering pigeon however you'd like. Left knee to the left, lay your shin down, right knee down. Option to tuck your back toes, push the front of your right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, lengthen up from your sternum. Exhale, lead with your navel, forward fold. Ground your forehead. And see if you can surrender to the depths of the pose. Encouraging that surrender with 3 to 5 more full body breaths. As you breathe in, rise to your palms. As you breathe out, shift onto your left glute, swing your right leg right. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold straight or a little to your right. As you breathe in, heart towards your toes. And as you breathe out, low belly in and up, forward fold. Coming into the twist, right arm inside the right leg. Sweep the left arm up, open your chest. Side bend over to your right. Your variation with your top arm. As you breathe in, feel that left lung expand in all 3D directions. And as you breathe out, soften the skin around your left ribs. Okay, release your twist. Rise to center. Lay down on your back. Final Shavasana. If you want to take a pit stop in with butterfly legs, feel free. And to settle in, you might bend your knees and lengthen your tailbone to your heels, widening your low back. You could keep the knees bent or straighten your legs. Option to bring the arms to your side, pressing in with the elbows in the back of your head to slide your shoulder blades under you. And allow the palms to either open to the ceiling or rest your palms on your abdomen. Relax all the muscles of your face. Slight separation of your teeth and your mouth. If you're comfortable and you haven't done so, close down your eyes. Slowly release control over your breath. And let calmness wash into your belly. Staying here in the solace of Shavasana as long as you need today. And this time to pause and reground is so important in these uncertain times. Take as long as you need for you today. Filling your own cup so that you can fill others. And thank you for doing the work. Namaste.